I really made some life changes and started eliminating certain negativity in my life, um, and it just has a way of life has a way of working itself because I feel if none of that would ever happen, I wouldn't even have my son and be with the girl I love. You know what I mean? It's insane how it's played out for me and how I'm here to tell you this 2 years later, almost 3 years later. I'm from Moline, Illinois, and I was born and raised in Moline, Illinois, and it's the Quad Cities, and I grew up on Ninth Street in the Floreciente neighborhood, in the west end of Moline. One thing about growing up around that neighborhood, it was tough because you couldn't be soft, because if you were soft, you were looked at different, so you had to fit in by, in a way, being tough. The next thing you know, hanging out with the wrong crowd, get in trouble, end up being on probation when I was 18. Then I realized, you know what? I remember I had even gotten out of wasn't going to barber school for a little bit, and then I was just like, that happened to me. After that, that was kind of like, you know, what am I doing? My old house, I probably haven't walked on here in years. I used to run up and down here. We used to have a tree right here. There was a tree in this area. There used to be a tree here. I remember I'd always be dressed up, and it'd be summer, man. I'd be wearing a Power Rangers costume out here kicking the trees. My mom would be like, this kid's wild as hell. But it's cool, you know. I had a lot of fun back here. That's my kitchen. That's the living room. That's my room up there. My old porch. That's the garage right there. It's just, yeah, same gate and everything. The gate's still the same. I loved how simple life was back then, you know. You could just get up with a whole bunch of your friends, and now it's like, where'd they all go, you know what I mean? I mean, we all grow up and we go through different things in life, and at the same time, it's like, I try to keep a connection with those that want to keep a connection with me, and that's just how life goes, you know? You just gotta keep it moving. Seeing what you're molding, it's the same concept, it's just hair. Barbering started when I was in high school because I was cutting at home, just friends, buzz cuts, nothing special, you know, and I liked it, you know. So when I was in high school, they had a program there where you can go to your classes in high school and then leave and then go to the barber college. So I took those hours while I was in high school, and by the time I was out of high school, I had got my diploma in barbering. I went and got my license and started working at the New Style Barbershop with Miguel Rosas, and yeah. So barbering basically, it fuels my, you know, my other passion, which is music. You know, they're both my passion, but barbering just happened to be one of those things that I, you know, ended up succeeding more as I financially, you know, and that's what's kept me on my feet. That's how I make a living, and a lot of the money I invest in goes into my music. it was just one day where the pain was just unbearable, and I was with my girlfriend at the moment, and she encouraged me to go to the hospital that day. Then and there, they just crack you the news, you know, they're like, hey man, you got cancer, man. You have to get it out like this weekend. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I mean, who wouldn't be scared? I mean, it's cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that word in general is just scary. I picked myself up. You know what I mean? I seen my old self, and I was like, that can't be me. That can't be the rest of my life. This is not how I want to be remembered as. You know, I want to be remembered as someone who puts positivity into everyone and makes people feel good. And no matter what people tell you or what they say, to you, you always got to be the coldest. You know, you got to be the best and the best you can be. Don't let nobody else decide that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be you. It's plain and simple. A couple friends in high school, middle school, high school, in between that, and just they were recording from home, so I just thought the same thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record from my house. I had a HP PC desktop computer with Magic's Music Maker Creator and a $20 Sony microphone. So the moment you know you're gonna go sit down on the laptop, I guess it's just a reflection of how you're already feeling before that. You know, you might have had a bad day. There might be a day where you had a bad day, and then that's the thing. That's what you want to go to is your laptop, and the first thing you do is hit a couple keys, and that alone and it sparked, the emotion of the song and how it's gonna start off. You know, I think that's how you find the perfect tune. You know, you just have to go off your true feel. So Air Force Juan, he's the producer you go to. He's the guy that you want to be in the studio with if you want to make a song from scratch. He provides the custom feel to your track to where it's original. For me, a couple years back, I had an encounter where I was very ill and could possibly cause me death, and that was probably one of the biggest scares for me in my life and eye openers, where I started looking at things differently, and tomorrow's never promised. So like, I think if you got something to do, you should do it now. You know, I don't think you should wait, because that person the opinion you're thinking about, they might not even be there tomorrow, and then what? Then what's gonna be the next excuse why you don't do what you want to do in this life? You know, I feel like I've been full of excuses, and I feel like now I want to stop and really let people know that you should do what you want to do while you have the chance, because you only get one life.